Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Hey, hey Facebook, I am live from DC. We are going to the March on Washington. We drove like some some real live gangsters. Okay, so it was about 16 hours. I know I was super annoying because I was working a lot of the time that we were in the car. Today we're going to the rally and the march, and I want to really trying to get this together. Okay, so we are going to be and I'm trying to get my live together, so I don't even understand this. Okay, so, and I want to give shout outs, so if you guys are on here, please let me know so I can shout you out. Again, we are going to the March on Washington, and of course, I'm never the one to go to anything, okay? So, I never go, especially now, I don't really go on vacation because, organizing is taking up a lot of my time, organizing and my clients. And so, we have, so hey, Jaleesa Davis, thanks for giving us a shout out and say what's up to your 6 kids. CC Marie Watry is watching. Thank you all so much. So we're going to take you live. So just like we go live in Kansas City, we're going to go live in DC. We came because, and there are leaders of Black Rainbow, White Rose, the Miller Dream are all here. And we came for inspiration, to be educated, to learn effective strategies that are being used all over the country and bringing those back to Kansas City, because this resistance movement is not a game, okay? So we're not playing any games when it comes to liberation. So we're networking and as many events and educational seminars as we can while we're here, so we can bring that information and that knowledge and that inspiration back to Kansas City. And so today there's going to be several speakers, and then we're going to be marching. There are several marches that have been planned. So there's the main one on Washington. After that, there's a police abolition march. Is that right? Yeah, there's a police abolition march. And so we'll be taking you live from that. Hey, Jamie Thurman and Cornell Ellis, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please share. So even if you all are unable to come, or you're not here, you're in Kansas City, you are resisting from home, because we need freedom fighters at home. Okay, we need freedom fighters in Kansas City right now, holding it down until we get back on Sunday. If you can't, there are ways that you can resist on the live stream. Anytime we're going live, from now on, there will be ways that you can resist from home, even if you can't be on the front lines. And so Merlin Ragland, shout out, she's here. I'm going to have to connect with her some sort of way. But today we got kind of a late start, so we're going to be rolling up there a few minutes after 11, and hopefully we're going to have a little bit of grace as far as when the speakers are going to come on. Latanya Barber, thank you so much for the encouragement. I'm just going to show you all around DC really quickly. This is the view from the Lyft, from the Uber. And so we're going to take you guys as close as we can. And then as we're learning, as we are meeting people from all around the country, we're going to, as much as we can, give you that information in real time. But even if we can't give it to you in real time, best believe we are taking notes. We are taking notes for you, and we're bringing that spirit of excellence back to Kansas City, so to fight for Black liberation. So I'm going to do some shout outs real quick. Charlie Brown, hey, if you all, Charlie Brown is has been really instrumental in resistance work for a long time. So if you are wanting to get involved in any resistance work, especially in equality in the medical field, please reach out to her. Hey, Rachel Hudson, one of the leaders from Miller Dream, holding it down for us in Kansas City. Dave Michael, Rashad Cashier, what's up, from Soiree, one of my favorite restaurants in Kansas City, black owned by Chef Anita Moore. Celeste Shepard, Latanya Barber, Jamie Thurman, Cornell Ellis, Lauren Tinoco, Cece Marie Watry, Terrence Washington, and Jaleesa Davis. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And this is going to be a long live because we're going to go until the battery runs out. But I've brought 3 battery packs. So hopefully I don't have to put any money in the phone ran out of battery jar that we got going. So 3 ways that you can get involved and stand in solidarity right there in Kansas City with our local movement is, 1, sign the petition to have Chief Rick Smith fired. He has been in power. He has been in power in Kansas City Police Department, actively obstructing justice. The 15-year-old that got all of his teeth knocked out, he was assaulted by the same police officer that killed Terrence Bridges. And Chief Rick Smith helped cover that up and obstruct justice so that he could not be held accountable. And so please sign that petition to fire Rick Smith. I know that there's a second one from More Squared. Every single petition that you see to fire Rick Smith, just sign it and send it to your friends. That's really important. The second way that you can help is that you can send an email to the Board of Police Commissioners, because at the meeting they said they only received 4 emails. 4 emails from people that were wanting Chief Rick Smith terminated. So by the time we get to the next board meeting, we need to have thousands of emails calling for the termination of Chief Rick Smith. Thousands of emails. So that's super important. The third thing that I have on there is donating to the bail fund. That's really important because the Kansas City Police Department arrested over 200 people. Over 200 people during the first protest. I was one of them. I was helping police get protesters to get back on the sidewalk, and they grabbed me first to make an example out of me. And so there are many people that are arrested unlawfully in Kansas City, and they may have to spend months in jail because they do not have the money to afford cash bail. So until we completely get rid of the cash bail system, we need your help by donating to KC Community Bail Fund. All of the money that you donate to that bail fund, there's a reason why I tell you don't donate to me, donate to the bail fund, because that is a real cost that we have to incur when we get people out of jail. And so many of the people, many, when I say many, I say 99% of the people arrested during the protests were arrested unlawfully. They had not been doing anything wrong, and the police just arrested them to make an example out of us. And so we need your help in donating to that bail fund. That is going to be super important. As the resistance goes on, and as the police get more and more sick and tired of us resisting, they're going to start arresting people again. They are going to start arresting people again, and we're going to need help to get our political prisoners out of jail. And there's a reason why I say political prisoners, because they are locking us up because we are advocating for black liberation. Make no mistake. They are locking us up because we are fighting for black liberation. And the police department is the enforcement arm of white supremacy. So we can't even talk about white supremacy, dismantling white supremacy, until we talk about this police department. And so to try to silence us, to intimidate us, they are following us, they are trying to dox us. But y'all already know where I'm at. You can tell anybody that you want to where I'm at. Give them my phone number, because we're not going to stop. But we need you all to continue donating to bail funds. I think that are there
16th and what?
16th and L Street. Okay, so we're going down to 16th and L Street. And so the last thing, this is a new thing that I put on this demand. I need you all to sign up to go to the March on KC. I need you to sign up to go to the March on KC. We can't be out here just in Washington, just on a national scale. We're marching on our own city.
It's kind of crazy.
And that is an event that is going to be hosted by the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. That's one of the big three civil rights organizations under the direction of Martin Luther King Jr. before he died, was a Southern Christian Leadership Conference. And it was founded by a very young John Lewis. And so they are hosting the march. There are several people that are contributing. I'm going to be there. Liberty Lawyers of KC, an organization that myself and other attorneys just founded in KC to aid in the resistance for Black liberation. And so Black Rainbow, Miller Dream, Fight for Freedom, No Justice, No Peace, NAACP, Urban League, Surge, Sunrise KC, all of us are coming together. White Rose, all organizations in Kansas City that are in the movement for Black liberation signed on to that Urban League letter calling for the termination of Chief Rick Smith. And we're going to march together. And so the most powerful weapon that we have against our adversary is unity. And you saw on that Urban League letter that went out yesterday, you saw every single organization that you've seen resisting in the streets. We're all on one page, one band, one sound. So we want you to stand in solidarity with us. The 15-year-old freedom fighter that organized that protest yesterday, he is going to stand in solidarity with us, and we're asking for young people to come and march with us too. It's going to be on September 4th from 3 to 5 on Friday. So call off your job. Tell them you're sick. Tell them you can't come. Tell them that you're fighting for liberation because we need you out in the streets. So I am going to give some more shout outs. Justin Haupt. Oh my gosh, he's a black swimsuit designer. He is a force to be reckoned with. He's been in fashion weeks all over the world. Shout out to Justin Haupt. Gloria Boehm, thank you so much. My armor bearer and sparring partner. Brandon Frick. Emma Blackney, Celeste Shepard, Cicely Garrett, Don Kinsey. Let me see. We have Maria Estevez, Megan Marshall, who is the first Black member of the Lee Summit School District. First Black person on the Lee Summit School Board. And she won by more votes than anyone in the history of Lee Summit Public School District elections in the history. Okay, so when we show up we show up in excellence. So shout out to Megan Marshall. Congratulations on your win to the Lee Summit Lee Summit School Board in providing some much needed representation there. So I'm gonna get to some questions. Okay. So, Don Kinsey, Cicely Garrett, hey, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Let me see. Hey, Emma Blackney is saying, hey, from Kansas City, Kansas. We need you over on the Missouri side, too. Congratulations on getting local accountability over in Kansas City, Kansas. I heard about that. So, there's going to be a local oversight board in Kansas City, Kansas for their police department. That is a local win. Congratulations. Brandon Frick, hey, make sure that you reach out to Charlie Brown because she's doing a lot of work in healthcare and equity. And Celeste Shepard said it's now and in the future as police are militarizing. That is absolutely right. The police have been militarizing against us. They have been militarizing against us. What do you think tear gas is? How is tear gas a war crime? Using tear gas is a war crime. It's against the Geneva Convention, but somehow they're using it against little kids in the streets. Okay, they're tear gassing puppies. The Kansas City Police Department, somebody said on Twitter, stop shaming Kansas City. Now, I'm not shaming Kansas City. The Kansas City Police Department should be ashamed of themselves. Tear gassing puppies and 5-year-olds. Tear gassing puppies and 5-year-olds. Where's ASPCA? Where are they? We need to be contacting PETA because the Kansas City Police Department is tear gassing puppies. So it is disgusting. I've been maced twice, once in my face by Officer Jack Cotter while I was standing there. You all saw it on live, July 17th. So we're not shaming Kansas City. What we are doing is that we are bringing awareness to the corrupt, immoral, and unethical and illegal practices of the Kansas City Police Department. That's what we're doing. And so where was this outrage back the blue when they murdered Donnie Sanders? Where's the outrage? All the PTAs? When you saw the 15-year-old with all of his teeth broken out that had to crawl like a dog? Where are all of the parent-teacher organizations? Where's Back the Blue? Y'all support child abuse? Child brutality? What else are we going to be tolerating from the Kansas City Police Department? There is no end to their brutality. There is no end to their corruption. That's why we got to get Chief Rick Smith out of the office. Okay, so we have Kay Brand that just joined us. Hey, Sherry Freeman, thank you so much. You know what we need, and you know we got Tyrone Burton, one of our black-owned business owners. I'm going to take you guys on a little tour of D.C. There's the Washington Monument. No, that's the Lincoln Monument. What's the one that's the obelisk? Which one is that? You can tell I'm not well traveled to Washington D.C. and I'm also super tired. So shout out. Okay, Edward Livingston gave a statistic: 40% of police beat their wives. I want to see where that's quoted. You know what I'm saying? I want to. Now that's going to be an interesting statistic. We're gonna get a link to that. We're gonna get a link up to that so you guys can view that yourself. So shout out to Edward Livingston tuning in. Okay, so this is, what building is this? Okay. Okay, so we're on Massachusetts and Rhode Island. We're doing a brief sightseeing tour. One of the things that I've done in my past life, in one of my past lives, I've had like 50. I am actually a very talented tour guide. So I've been a tour guide for many things. Actually, I'll tour guide anything. It doesn't matter. I'll tour guide your living room. Okay, that's the Washington Monument. I knew it was a Washington Monument. Okay, so let me see. We are, and you know what? Oh, do we have contact with the other car?
Yeah, they're meeting us there.
Okay, good. They're following us. Okay.
If they get lost or whatever, he'll help me.
Gotcha. Yes, this is a tour. This is the National Education Association, the NEA. Okay, look, we've got some Black Lives Matter signs. DC's not playing with nobody.
Oh, I see it.
Where?
Right ahead of us.
That's the Washington Monument. Huh?
You see all the people?
Where?
Like, literally right ahead.
Oh my gosh, there they are. Is that the White House? Is that the White House? Mm-hmm. That's the White House right there?
Drop you here, Kale Street and Black Panther Police.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay, this
get
is
out right
16th
here.
and L. Hey.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're getting out. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna get your tip. All right. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so we have. Okay, here we are, Facebook. Okay. So we are streaming Black Lives Matter protest. Okay, where's our people? Oh dang. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna miss. No, you know what? We're gonna miss them. Okay. So are you okay? Can I get it? Okay. Shout out to our leaders, Mel. Okay, so she made the trip. How long was the trip?
It was like 17 or 18 hours drive. It was a long drive. No, we didn't. We were hauling it. We were booking it. We were ready to be here. Yeah, I think we're all so excited to learn and to see and to just be here and get inspired and bring it back home.
Awesome. So that's Mel from White Rose, one of the leaders in the resistance movement. And you know what? I'm going to give a shout out to White Rose Society, because they have been just so important and so pivotal in supporting protesters. So people that are on the ground, that's really important. Providing medics, providing supplies, to people that are legally resisting racial oppression. So, shout out to... I'm having audio issues. Check my mic. Can y'all hear me? I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think that the audio changes. Okay, so we're going to do a mic check because I want to make sure that you guys can hear what's going on. And we're waiting for the rest of our party. Okay, so we're going to do a mic check. If you can hear me, clap once. It's better now. Okay. And so, ooh, gosh. And it's hot. Ooh, Jesus. It is hot. That's like a thing now. It is hot. All right. So, okay, so I'm going to do a second mic check because I want to make sure that you guys can hear. Okay. Mic check.
Hi.
Okay, can you guys hear that? Can you guys... And the camera's on. Working fine now. Is that true? Oh. And again, look. See, I'm professional. All right. Like when I go live, now we've got a mic. I didn't bring my little wind muff thing, but yeah, we're legit now. We're legit. All right. So we are going to be Kira Powell. Hey. Okay. Is the mic better now? We're doing mic check right now. Celeste, is the mic weird? Okay, so can people hear it when the camera is like this? Okay, so again we're doing a mic check. We're doing a mic check. That when this is like this, back up the mic a little bit. So can you hear it like this? Okay. So, oh, you know what? Hey, someone said TMSL proud. Okay, so actually my sister, Attorney Juliana, is also here in D.C. With me. We picked her up when she was visiting my sister in St. Louis, and she is here with us at the march too. So I'm going to get her on camera whenever she gets here. Might be, it's in and out. Might be your connection plug. Did they already get parked?
They're getting out of their car and walking. They're like a few blocks on the road.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So.
We should get in shade though.
A what?
In shade.
It is hot. It is like hot. And we're wearing all black. It's already, I don't know what the deal is, but it's like super hot. It's much hotter than it is in Kansas City. Like the heat out on the East Coast is oppressive, okay? It is like the heat is equal to white supremacy. It is so off the chain, all right? It's like piercing out here. So I'm gonna just show you guys kind of the scene right quick. Hey, young Louie, one of the young people that's going to be with us on the march on Kansas City, September 4th. We have groups, tons of groups that are pouring in, right now. And you guys will see me here. Everyone, unless they're with our group, and this is really important for you to remember when you're streaming. Everyone, if they're not with your group or you don't get permission, you need to be filming them from the neck down, okay? Neck down, okay? And so neck down. We're not getting any face shots of people today unless we get prior permission. Yeah, unless you get prior permission, you should be shooting neck or waist down, okay? So, and we're just doing that practice. No, it's still neck. They can't even see you. They're seeing the bottom stripes of your shirt. Yeah, so, I mean, just because the police, even though they sent their buddy after me in my inbox, retired police detective, narcotics police detective, even though they sent him after me in my inbox, and I bought $100 worth of beer. They didn't even show up. So, you know what? If they ain't about it. So they ain't about that life. Hey, let me see. Brandon Frick said we call it the dirty South because sweaty South was too gross. That is so true. It is so humid and oppressive down here. So we are still waiting on the corner. We're on 16th and L Street. How did they get lost? Man, I'm about to get some ice cream. Shit, it's hot. Okay. Ooh, shave ice. Okay. This is about to be a thing in my life right here. This shaved ice. Okay. So, you know what? I'm going to go down. No, I'm not. I'm good. Because we're just streaming. Ooh, sorry. How did they get let off early? Could you call them and see if they're out of the car? Number one rule. When you go out of town, make sure you don't leave your people behind. So we're gonna slow start to this live, but I wanted to make sure that we got mic levels, and that we got started so you guys can see as much of the march as possible. They're out of the car?
Yeah, they're walking.
From where?
Towards us.
How do they know?
Do you want me to ask them from where?
Tell Juliana to drop a pin.
Well, I don't have her, so I don't know.
Oh, well, no, tell Ray to have Juliana drop me a pin. Okay, so right now we're tuning in and out. So, you know, one thing that I haven't done in a long time, I've chilled out on coming out against the mayor. And I did it because, you know, I've been busy organizing. Because I can show folks better than I can tell them. And so, what's really disappointing is that right now, there's a group in the Northland that is trying to have Mayor Lucas recalled. They'll only have 30 days to get those petitions signed. But I really wish that in the next 30 days, we could get some act right from the mayor. He's been given several lists of demands. He's been given a list of demands from local organizers about firing Chief Smith, about Operation Legend. Right now we're in DC where all of the feds are. And he hasn't responded. And he also did not commit to having them leave the city. And so in the next 30 days, I'm really hoping he gets it together, because I would hate to see a black mayor being taken out of office. But sometimes people feel like they only have one option. And so the same people that are saying you need a new mayor because of his response to COVID and his response to the civil unrest, which means that he's not making sure a lot of black people are arrested during the protests. That's what that means. That's all code. That he's not making sure more people are not arrested. But if they're so upset about that, how the hell can they not advocate for Chief Smith to be dismissed? We're allowing a man that has encouraged police brutality against children, against 15-year-olds, against a 7-year-old. It's not only disgusting, but a poor example of leadership. We need a leader that's going to be able to stand up. And I've not come out one way or the other about the recall petition. Because again, I'm for black liberation. And I am for anybody that's going to assist in black liberation. And I'm not quite sure how Quentin Lucas fits into that picture. And so I'm not going to say anything about that recall petition yet. He is supposed to be having a follow-up meeting about the demands that were issued to him, and we can see how it's going to go from there. But an important part of this entire process, because a lot of people didn't know about recall. A lot of regular everyday people had no idea that you could recall a sitting politician. And so when we started talking about it, then people saw what was possible. So hopefully Mayor Lucas is going to be able to do it, is going to be able to have enough of a turnaround in how he's leading the city and fulfilling his promises and making sure he's advocating for the people that voted for him and donated to him, that he can survive it. But I'm not sure. So right now we've moved on. We're moving on. We found our party. Gonna give some shout outs. This is DC traffic. Hey, Juliana, you want to give a shout out? Hey, well, people are saying hey from myself.
Oh, hey, y'all. Class of 2016, Juliana Shaw, here at the March on Washington with my sister, who's also a TMSL alum. Here just representing the black legal community, making sure that justice is done regardless of what side of the V you're on. Me and myself, I'm a prosecutor. My sister is a defense attorney, but we stand here in solidarity because we understand that until our black skin is no longer a threat to the society, then none of us will have justice.
Okay, so you know what? We're moving on. I don't know how people are not passing out. It's hot. Okay, so we're doing a sound check. Are people able to hear? I don't know if people are able to hear or not. So let's do a sound check real quick, because I want to make sure that you all are able to hear what's going on at the march. Okay. We don't have anyone for a sound check, okay? Okay, so the sound is back. That's good. So the sound is back. All right, so we've got vendors. It's so hot. Yes. Man. Hey. Yeah, I was about to start leaving, folks. Okay, so the mic. Okay, so apparently the mic only works sometimes. So my fancy mic is going to have to go back to Amazon. Okay. Okay. Oh, great. So, you know what? Are we? Because people are set up on the sidewalk. We're going to go on the street.
T-shirt, face mask, T-shirt.
Man. So we're in DC.
Stacey, turn around.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So we're going to be streaming, and I'm going to make sure that we have... Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so right now, this is Black Lives Matter. Wow, Black Lives Matter Boulevard. So this is the actual paint that you guys have been seeing. This is a real deal. Okay. So we have people walking, just enjoying. Yeah, give me a picture. Okay. It is so hot. I can't even see.
With the White House in the background.
Oh, that's good. I can't even see. So I literally cannot see anything. And it is so hot in the name of Jesus. So, you know, we are just, oh my God. So right now we're just like walking up to the march. I don't know what, I'm about to leave some stuff. What are you doing? Okay, so it's super quiet out here too. I'm surprised. Besides some music, I know that we're walking up and we're about to see like a ton of people. There's the White House. Wow. Great. So there's the White House. I think that we're going to get closer up and then I'm going to jump back. So we're going to get closer up. I'm not going to narrate this part mostly because it's just so hot. I'll pass out. I just can't even do it. And we have these masks on. So just real quick, I'm going to just let you all experience what it's like out here. So I'll just have the video on. But honestly, it is so hot and I have on my mask. I'm not going to be able to do much narration. Otherwise, I'm going to just fall out. I already know it. So I'm going to let you guys just enjoy the scene and I'll keep streaming for you all. I'll keep streaming for you all so you guys can see what's going on, okay? What is it? We have water. Here, can you hold this?
Come on. Oh, they want a picture of us together.
Oh, who? Uncle Stanley?
Jennifer and everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we're going to keep it pushing. I guess
Okay, so we're going to navigate towards our destination and we're going to do a, hey, how are you? So we're going to navigate towards our destination. I'm going to then jump back on streaming so we can figure out where we're going, so we can get to where we're going so you guys can start hearing some speeches. Okay, I'll be right back.